Turn off the outside noise. Hate and love are the same coin. Rain from a storm brings joy. Drop your walls, I'll break your fall if you let me in. You're not alone, you should know you're protected. I'll be there. 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 I'll be there, pulling you up when the whole world is falling down. You're not alone, you should know you're protected.
Yo, well, I'm having camera difficulties again. Just doesn't give me a break. This thing won't be a second. What's up, Zaki, man? What is up? So annoying. Man, honestly, this camera is seriously not doing well. Not helping me cope. Alright, well, we'll just have a little bit of a chat anyways. And I'll just let it get its shit together, if you don't mind. It's cracking, Zaki. I've got a glass of whiskey here. You can't see it, but this one's for you. Alright, you can see here on the chat. What's up? What's happening, Terry? How are you, bro? I'm raging out at this fucking brand new expensive Sony camera that's just goes flat. Just goes flat when I need it the most. But if you don't mind listening to the nasally passage. Damn it, I was ready to charge too. I'm just looking at the Bitcoin chart here, 5-minute chart, 1 candle equals 5 minutes. You can see here that, you know, they call this a bullish pennant when it's flipped the other way around. It's been so long since I've flipped the chart. How do you flip the chart again? It has been years. Invert scale. Boom, look at that. There you go. Imagine if you've seen a chart like this. This is Bitcoin upside down. Would you be like, oh, wow, that's bullish? I probably would. I'd be like, oh, wow, that's bullish. I'd be like, oh, wow, that's going higher. Unfortunately for us, yeah, looks a bit different when it's down, isn't it? Looks, what's up, Dicko? I've got technical issues, man. I've got technical camera issues, unfortunately. Give me a second. I've got it on power charge. And then Grant will come up. But what's doing anyway? So we're just talking about this Bitcoin chart. So I want to put a 100x trade on, which is what we do. That's what we do on here, as you know. Let's bring the Bybit over to here. It's just not the same, man. Honestly, I just feel disconnected. I just feel disconnected without the face. Here we go. So, as you know, Bitcoin's trending down heavily. It does not look good. Remember this thing before I forget to tell you, and that is that during these capitulation events, and we have a video about it on the Blockchain Bulls website, in the members section, we've got a video specifically on capitulation. But during these capitulation events, remember that there needs to be enough time for people to capitulate. So they typically last a few days, even the good ones. Even the good ones will last. I mean, if you remember this is more like a stop hunt, just a massive liquidation event, which is different to a capitulation. So capitulation being something that takes a bit of time, and it really inflicts pain onto all the hodlers and onto all the leverage traders. Unfortunately for us, unless you have a short on, unless you're Dicko or Dwight Manfredi, unless you're one of the short kings, you will be put through the ringer, basically, because there needs to be enough time for you to hurt, and that's the unfortunate truth. I was looking for either a long or a short here. I do think this is going to go one leg lower, at least. Sorry, Marty. I just think the probabilities are just a bit weighted towards that. It'll definitely flush out just a little bit more in the altcoins. If we zoom out a little bit. Let us zoom, not that far, maybe the 4 hour, good mid-term time frame. You can just see here, like if we just draw a simple horizontal line along all these areas, right? So think about the time. This is 28th of November all the way back here. So people have been longing this all the way back there. They would have got stopped out here. And again, it starts again. People longing all the way along here. Since the 6th of December. So it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks of longing. Very, very, very greedy market. Lots of high leverage getting put around. Obviously, people with the stop losses on this yellow line get stopped out here. That's what these wicks are for. Bang, because they know that the people are there. They know that the traders have their stop losses just above support, basically, or below support, sorry, just above these yellow lines. And here we go again. So from the 11th, 9 days, it hasn't even gone below here. So I'm just expecting at least a stab, just because I know how many stop losses, unfortunately, will be just cradled around these areas. It might be something like this, starting to get bullish divergence. So RSI is a famous indicator for a reason, right? It's legit. It's one of the most famous indicators for a reason, but it's misused. It's misused in a few ways. A lot of, like, for example, oversold, overbought, all that sort of stuff. Like, the RSI is more of an indicator that will help you, help guide your decisions on when the momentum is shifting in the opposite direction, because it is a momentum indicator. So when the momentum is shifting, you'll start seeing divergences on the RSI. So what happens there is you'll be getting lower lows, and then this will be making lower lows will follow it, and then this next one might be like down there, but this will be like this. So you've got a lower low and then a higher low, and that starts increasing the chance of a bottom quite dramatically. But then if you have it again, believe it or not, because it does happen, so that's 2 counts of bullish divergence, and then by then obviously it'll be down here. 2 counts of bullish divergence. It's almost like holding like a basketball underwater. That's sort of a pretty decent analogy for divergences. So divergences are good at picking tops and bottoms. There's no doubt about that. Also hidden divergences for trend continuation, but you'll start seeing it on the lower time frames first. So you probably start seeing something here, and you can. So this, I believe, to be bullish divergence. So as you can see here, they call this exaggerated bullish divergence, because, well, it's pretty much exaggerated. So you got 1 and then 2. So this is on a lower time frame, 30-minute chart. Lower time frame, 30-minute chart. Where do they line up? They line up here. That's a low. That's a lower low. And then it brings you all the way to this low. That's an even lower low. And it's starting to say that the momentum is turning. So you can sort of see how it's going to put in some divergence, because this is so high, and this is basically almost equal to where it is. So you'll get this next counter bullish divergence, and that'll be the first chance at a reversal. Messy old chart. That'll be the first chance of a reversal. So that is pretty much what we're waiting on here. But that's obviously going to take a bit of time, and yeah, so a long would have been nice, because, you know, we love a long, and we're optimists. But yeah, there's a short right there, so that would have been a nice short. So now we're just going to have to wait a little bit. I think this might expand to the downside quite a bit, and we'll see if we can get ourselves an entry for a long, or even if it bounces back up now, if we get something like that, then that'll be a short trigger. For me to long, I need to see a bit more pain. I need to see further downside. But we put trades on these lives, so we will be putting a trade on, no doubt. Marty says he's deep. I hope that is in your girlfriend and not this. You got so one of these are called pennants. You know, bullish pennant, bearish pennant. The pennant's just basically like one of these sort of triangles that are on the end of a trend. So it sort of looks like an old flag, although they call the flags are actually like parallel channels, basically. You know, like a flag flapping on a pole. That's a flag. So this would be a bull flag. So it's like a flag flapping on a pole like that. Not those old sort of flags that are like this, these pointed ones. That's actually just called a pennant. So in this case, it's a bearish pennant, and if it was flipped the other way, it's a bullish pennant. It's basically just a consolidation where the price is just springing. It's just sort of forming a bit of a ledge, and then typically you can expect it to continue in the trend. But many of the times these will often just be the bottoms as well. You can't really tell until the party gets started. You sort of just got to, like I was explaining the other day, as it gets as it gets worse and worse and times get harder and harder, people will start to give more probability to the fact that this may be the bottom, and then they put their money behind it. And once a fair bit of money's behind it, that'll help. I'm going to try and get the camera going here. Let's fucking go. What's everyone doing? What are you doing here on a Friday night? It's Christmas. What are you doing? He must be down bad. Hoping for a bit of hopium. Hoping for a bit of hopium from your boy Giga Chisel. What are we doing? No, that's me earlier with my shirt off. Right now. Here we go. Alright. Let's see how long we last. Lights. Cameras. Action. Yo. What's going on? Fuck around, man. Watch me get this right, and then it goes off. What's happening? There we go. We're back. Cheers. Fucking oath. It was worth hanging around, wasn't it? See if we can get pissed before we look after Gran. How are yous? What's happening? Who's doing what? What's doing what? We're gonna put a long on soon, just for the showmanship. Let's have a little look over here on the trade account. So we've got 1,400 left. That was after the purchase of the crystal ball. So this was 2,800. So we've used 1,400 USD to buy a crystal ball. Thankfully, it's going to be worth it. And with that, I think we're going to quite literally go to the moon with it. So that's going to be really fun. Hopefully, it wasn't a scam. And hopefully it comes soon, man, because we really need that crystal ball to pull us out of this shit. Last week when we did this, when we longed on that trade, yeah, ETA the crystal ball. That's a good question, man. I don't want to take too long, but maybe I could whip it up while we talk. Surely it'd say it on the eBay app. We want a good man. I'm happy to play this range with yous. We might be able to do a bit of scalping, but I need to see a little bit lower prices. Where are we on the 1 minute? I think I need one more cycle, one more stochastic cycle. So one more of those. It's trying to sell me all sorts of. How do I not dox myself? It's trying to sell me all sorts of crystal orbs now. I'm just getting non-stop messages for crystal orbs, purchase history, track package, tracking available, time, feedback, track package, seller info, China. I thought I was buying it from America. What the fuck? Oh wow. We may be getting scammed. Drop shipping on the way from Shanghai. International shipment release export 20th today. Okay, there's no arrives to you. Fuck. 10th of January to February. Man. Not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see tomorrow. Man, it's Chinese. I've been scammed, I think, maybe. I potentially have been scammed. It does look sick, but tell me that. Tell me that doesn't hold all the secrets of the market. Alright, we're getting the capitulation a bit further down than we wanted. And yeah. 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 Yep. Yeah, so I chucked up this trade competition. So if you don't really understand it, it's just basically what we've been doing. I encourage you to get involved if you want. I'm going to start chucking stuff up. I'm waiting probably later tonight or something. I might have a first trade. It's obviously like it'll be a good time when the market reverses to have the trade on. Oh, you missed it, Marty. Yeah, last. I'll have to send you the link, bro. Probably the last half an hour of last Friday, it started getting a bit wild, and we happened to buy. We bought the crystal ball. Yeah, I'll check it in a second. We bought the crystal ball. We bought Magic 8 ball that tells you yes or no or maybe. We bought a wizard cloak. We bought an astronaut helmet. and fucking something else. Oh man. Yeah, it wasn't easy come, easy go, huh? Yeah, look at these coins. Athena. Look at the funding rate on that. Tron, Ondo. These are the Trump coins. You know why I'm looking at these coins? Because if you flick over here to cryptorank.io, let's give it a refresh. I'll show you how it goes. So cryptorank.io, go to performance. You just want to see, like, because I'll send you the link, man. You really have to see it. What was the fifth thing that we bought? It was good. Whatever it was good. If you go on here, see on CoinGecko, it's a little bit different because you can see like last 24 hours, last 7 days. But this cryptorank.io, if you click on performance, you can really just go back and you can see whatever time period that you want actually, which is really good. See, custom period, start date, end date. So you can see like what's because when did the market start turning around? It was like yesterday. No, where are we? When was the Doge top? 20th. Oh, no. Wrong time frame. I'm like, shit. Holy. 8th. So, if we go like here to here. Oh, fuck. There you go, custom period. You can see which ones have done the best and which ones have done the worst in the last 8 days. So Dog with Hat's done the worst in the last 8 days. Brett's done the worst. Tia's done the worst. Sandbox WorldCoin. You can sort of see what's done the worst. What's held up? What's held up through the tough times? Hype went up. Arve's holding its shit together. Ondo. So the reason why I had Ondo and Athena up is because they're pretty much like the last 3 months. You look at the last 6 months, you look at the last 3 months, you can sort of see the same story. You heard about virtual H-bar. We'll look at H-bar for Shannon soon. Legend, ENA, OM, Doge, Ray, Sui, and then like you see like Ondo, Athena. So you can sort of see like what the strongest coins are, and you want to long the strength and you want to sell the weakness, man. You want to just literally short the weakness. Like that's like these coins that are strong and that have been strong. It's hard to long things that look so high, right? It's hard to do that, but these coins looked high a month ago or 2 months ago, and then they kept going, and then they were top performers 6 months ago, and then they kept going. Like, you just gotta fucking trust the trend. You just gotta trust the trend. Don't see a coin, right? Like, don't go and look at a coin like with as much as you want to, but you go and see a coin here and you go, oh yes, like that's cheap. Nah, bro. That's shit. That's not cheap, that's shit. That's not cheap, that's shit. And when they do rebound, some of these strong ones will just go like bullets, but some of these weak ones will be like, oh yeah, piss weak, like double top. Like, yeah, we called fart coin, didn't we? Too bad I didn't have any. We called fart coin a couple streams ago. So where's the trade? When are we putting this trade on? When are we putting this trade on? This degenerate trade. Lower. I want one go lower and then I'll long it. We need to set some alerts in case we're ranting. We might miss something here, but hey, like I say, entry is everything. Let the trade come to you. Let's have a little bit of a fight and ga. Let's have a little bit of a fight and ga. Coinalyze. Marty wants to look at Bitcoin. Yeah, funding rates coming down. This is mainly people. This mainly there's longs getting liquidated. Honestly, like longs are just getting wrecked. Longs are getting wrecked, and people are too hesitant to come back in. This doesn't show what this shows. So funding rate's real time. So it shows like the relationship between longs and shorts in real time. So it doesn't really show how many longs there are. That does. Wow. It's not that often that you accurately see that going to the red and then at the top it's pretty, you know what I mean? Like, so you look here. It's not too bad actually. Yeah, it has been pretty accurate lately. Look at the highs, look at the lows, big high. Well, if that be the case, hopefully then the bottom is soon, because you can see bottom, that's a high, bottom, that's a high, bottom, that's a high, high, that's a bottom. It's actually been pretty accurate. Look at that, bottom, that's a high, bottom, that's a high. Yeah, man, honestly, I took this out of my routine because it hasn't been this accurate in a while, but clearly it has, and that just shows, you know, that's a life story, isn't it? Really, you stop looking at something and it starts working. You start looking at something and it stops working. Welcome to the real world. Let's have a look at open interest. Let's have a look at liquidations next. Open interest. It's grinding down, but not as steep. Still a hell of a lot of leverage in the system. Indicates a bit of spot selling actually. To me, liquidations. Liquidation. Okay, in a 1 hour period, $53 million was liquidated from Bitcoin right there. That was the painful one. If you zoom out to, let's zoom out to like a day. How much got done in the day? More the other day. More on that Darth Morwick. This was 178 mil. Bitcoin alone. Hopefully it wasn't any of us. I know it wasn't Dicko, because he keeps just chucking more. He gets margin called and he answers. And actually he hangs up on him. Dicko gets margin called and he hangs up on him. Oh, it's starting to be a bit. What do you reckon, chat? Should we long here? It's me trying to get the trade on early again, so we have a bit of viewing and entertainment. Here we go, come on. we're sticking to our guns, and we're looking for this one cycle. So when one of these alerts go off, then that will be our call to arms, if you will. Yeah, but I do really recommend looking for strength on this cryptorank.io. I really do. And just looking like Ondo, Athena. These are the Trump coins too, by the way. These are the coins that Trump's apparently buying, and believe it or not, these are also the coins that are being shorted heavily. Like, look at the fuck. This is almost unheard of. There's going to be some seriously big shorts on this coin, and Max complaining about ETH again. ETH is truly piss weak, man. Well, they pretty much all are really piss weak at the moment. Most things are piss weak right now. And it's just gone from bad to worse in the market, unfortunately. A lot of people, this is a thing, right, is because in holidays, like especially Christmas, I can't remember exactly. I'd have to go through the old filing cabinet, but back in the day, in previous Christmases past, it rings a bell that there's a big sell-off leading up to Christmas. Like, because can you imagine the emotion that's available at the market right now when all these people that had the money that they needed for holidays in shitcoins? They had the money that they needed for holidays. They had the money that they needed for their kids' present. They've had it in shitcoins, thinking that they're going to quickly double it before Christmas. And then this happens, and then now they've got a panic sell. Like, it's not just leverage traders that'll be panic selling right now. It's fucking, oh, here we go, we're missing it. Son of a bitch. Man, that's lame. You see, hey. Look at this. Wouldn't that have been good to be in it? You fuckhead. This is the game that we're playing, boys. We are waiting for a good entry and we're getting smoked. Fuck. Why do you think the shorts are so heavy? Because Trump's involved? Maybe, man. Maybe. Look at this on the hourly chart. That looks like it wants to just pump up to 100k again. Mixed messages. Man, anything can fucking happen, right? One of these ledges is going to be the bottom, but most likely one more down, in my opinion. But like, hey, fuck, some kind could roll over right now, and yeah, they're shorted, huh? Give me a sec. Let's take out all this liquidity here. Let's just wait for a bearish candle. You don't want to step in front of this truck. Just wait for a bearish candle and we'll jump on a short. Maybe we could do a bit of a scalp mission where we play both sides of the fence. We'll jump on a short and then we'll jump on a long. I'm just chasing a bearish looking candle, because you can see when it starts going up, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 7 green candles in a row. Like, what about over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not that one. 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, this bitch. Look at this bitch. This is low time frame trading in a nutshell. You wait because you got to have a perfect entry, and then it shits in your face. Yeah, get Sailor onto it. Yeah, we could short this for sure, but obviously, yeah, like I said, I need at least one red candle. Like, look what happens, You need at least one red candle, man. But it's a bummer because I was bullish. I wanted a long. We'll play both sides of this fence, but there we go. See how this closes. Wait. See, this is why we wait. Oh. There you go. Indecision. So that's what that candle means. Fuck, it's getting sold heavily here. This is a good place as any. Alright, we're on. Ooh. Not looking good so far. These candles mean indecision, so you typically should wait. This might be the quickest stop loss that we've ever had. Oh shit! You gotta lose some eventually, I guess. Oh well. Where's our stop? Very close. Very, very close. That's such a shit entry. See the difference between just waiting for an extra candle. So the red one, when you see red one, it's like a spinning top. It's got equal wick on either side. Typically one on the opposite color. So if it was green if it was going down, red if it was going up, that means indecision, market uncertainty. Obviously it's a fight. It's a fight, especially on the higher time frames. We're probably going to get stopped out here now, I think. It's just unfortunate. Tried to go for all guts, all glory, and you get that on the big jobs. It's gross that it only gives us fucking 39. Let's pass. See if the bears can step in. But I think we're getting liquidated here. Hey, here's a prime. Here is a great example of wait. If you ever do this like outside of a live stream and you're not trying to rush anything, you just wait. Just wait for what you're going to happen. Wait for what you want to happen. And if it doesn't happen, don't do it. There we go. We got fucked there. We are back down, boys. There's our first live stream loss. That was disgusting. Stepping in front of the steam train there. Would have been a great long. Minute candles. This one's a minute candle, yeah. Yeah. I'll show you anyway. We'll wait for another short and we'll because this will go back down. I'll just show you what's better to look for. Just getting fucked on all angles. That was about that was how to lose $1,000 Australian in 1 minute, probably less. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. How to lose $1,000 in Australian in 4 minutes or less. Yeah, this is a 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart. If you're trading with 100x leverage, and I fucking don't recommend it. I do not recommend it at all. You really have to zoom in like that, man. You really have to zoom in this much. You've literally got to be staring at it. So what I did there was I basically went for the good short option, which is right here. It's yellow, because I still had in my mind that I was expecting it to go lower, but maybe it won't. This is a pretty significant change in price action. So now it's up to this next yellow line on the G box. So this is a great shorting area. So this would probably be the next spot that you'd want to have a go at a short. Definitely a better spot for it. Have a little look at the candles now. You just want to see a couple. You want to see a couple red candles. Like obviously my error there was not waiting for that next candle. So all we had to do was wait 1 more minute, and that seriously would have helped a lot. But we didn't. We just ate shit basically. We ate shit, Derek. Anyways, I want to degenerately basically blow this account. This is why it's called Hiroshima. We're going to nuke it. Bullish divergence, RSI, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, it's starting to get it. Yeah, look at that. Fuck. Well, there we go. We're out again. When you just get a feeling that it's just going to be a shit. We're just going to get a couple shit results. That was the feeling that I had today. Yeah, it's starting to. You can see the momentum's really starting to turn up down here on the RSI. This is really trying to turn around. Like I said, hey, this could be like that's bullish divergence right there, but it goes off candle closes. So that's a low, candle closes. That's a lower low. So that's a low. That's a higher low. So that's definitely divergence. But then here, this is a higher low, so that doesn't count as divergence. Ooh. Talk about a couple of altcoins and then we'll probably fuck off. So maybe we'll come back in. You just got to watch it like a hawk. See if I want to stand in front of this fucking bullet train. Maybe we could jump in here. Let's just jump in here just for something to do, huh? Just gonna learn a lot of lessons from watching this shit. A few what not to do's. A few what to do's. We'll get liquidated twice in a row here. See how we haven't waited for more than one red? Where are we? We don't want to get liquidated. We want to get hit stop loss. So 98,305. This is just the exact reason not to blow the account, so you don't blow yours, huh? Just being reckless here for fun, but shouldn't be doing this really because it's a bad example, but I'm feeling like it today. So we're up here at least, so in these high regions. So this is, as you can see, this is a range. There's no doubt about it. It's been ranging all day. It's been ranging since 3 a.m. When it come down, put this low in. It's typically what a range looks like. It can be a bottom. These can play out for a while. This can stay on this sideways action for a while. Like, I mean, obviously America's asleep right now. There's not a whole lot going on. It's just basically people suffering losses, people capitulating, people feeling sorry for themselves, more pain probably expected. Jupiter, yeah, let's have a look. Jupiter on the 1 hour. Meant to click the 12. Oh yeah, look at that for a herp and dirt, mate. We had our arrow there. Yeah, it looks terrible. So you can see the bearish divergence. So 1 count of bearish divergence, 2 counts of bearish divergence. Boom, boom. It definitely looks a bit rough. I was hoping for a big bounce on that trade competition trade that I put on, which obviously turned out to be shit house. I was chasing this. I was expecting a little bit higher to at least here where I could lock in a bit of profit. Didn't end up getting it, unfortunately. This looks like a pretty good spot for a bounce. As you can see here, I've dragged this across. This is a knot. This is a knot that's tried to be untied in the past, and then it's come down again. So a lot of these altcoins are starting to look like they want to bottom, not necessarily bottoming. We're on a 12-hour chart, so when you start seeing the bare minimum really is for a large scale capitulation is stochastic momentum in the lows like this. This is pretty much where the momentum is going to need to be to put in a bottom. Look at this pass. See if she turns around, eh? So most of these altcoins look the same. I mean, Jupiter looks pretty rough. This is a daily chart now, so it's just a big downtrend. These coins are going to need to sort of, they're either going to need to snap back miraculously and undoubtedly, or you're going to get some bullshit holiday stuff. And this is what I'm hoping does not happen. It's just sort of some bullshit like holiday season, just grind till like fucking halfway through January or some shit where it's just like, ugh. Like that'd be complete pass. That would be terrible. That'd be so boring. It'd be shit for business. It'd be shit trading. It would be shit competition. But it could definitely happen because a lot of people are going to be AFK. A lot of people are going to be not anywhere near the trading stations. They're just going to be sitting on the yachts and all that sort of shit, basically. Luxury. So Jupiter looks pretty rough. I'm just going to look at H-bar while we're here. This is actually a pretty interesting one to look at. Surprisingly enough, you'll see it here, H-bar. So one of the best performers, 4th best performer in the last 30 days. Last 3 months, maybe H-bar's here. Yep, H-bar's 2nd. So 2nd best performer in the top $500 million market cap. So that's top 100 or 200. 2nd best performer in the last 3 months. Like that's insane. So obviously, if you look at H-bar, you can start looking for bottoms, but this is a flag now. So this is what looks more like a flag. This is a bull flag. And this will just basically go like this. It'll just crab walk down this flag until it decides to either here, put in a higher low and then go up, or go lower low, higher low, then go up. But basically, wherever the low is, you can guarantee that it's going to at least try to go up, because now that there has been these shorts, and this is what happens a lot of the time, right, is because price doesn't, just like most of the time when there's a bottom, a price will make a double bottom. And so just like when there's a top, a price will make a double top. So there's so much, just like there's all this liquidity down here that we're talking about for all these stop losses, there's going to be a lot of liquidity up here as well. A lot of shorts, a lot of people trying to time the top. So a lot of people going like, it's a lot of time, if this is the permanent top and the price stays like this, there's a very high chance that it just at least makes equal highs, makes a lower high, or just attempts to hit these stop losses and hit these liquidities up here before it actually makes a real move down. It's very rare when people will come. I mean, that like clearly that was a double top there, but you see it, that was on a lower time frame, like a 4-hour chart. You can really notice that if you zoom out a bit, you know, sort of a bit messier. Like you want to see something like that could happen, or if the bull market continues, that could happen. But it's nearly always going to at least try and make a double top, just like it's nearly always going to try and make a double bottom. Like these things, it's pretty rare when it's just like up and then straight down. Like that does happen, obviously, everything happens, but when it just goes full up and then straight down, that's pretty fucking rare. So I mean, H bar, it's bull flag, and if the market gives it some time and gives it a chance, this thing will just fucking rip straight back up, and you can at least expect like another, yeah, what's that, another 10-20% off it, which ain't that much really, to be fair. I mean, it's and here's another thing that, before I get you too bullish, there's another thing that we can talk about is what's happening now with this flag is bull flags are profit taken. This is what profit taken looks like. This is literally profit taking. So I mean, let's zoom out here. This was from August the 8th all the way to November the 8th. So August, September, October, November, right? So that's like 3 months. So those 3 months of people buying H bar that are now selling it for an average of 500% gain. So if you're buying it here, you're buying it from them. You are the gain. You are literally the gain, man. So just be careful when you're buying coins that have done straight up numbers like that. The ones in here that are more like less parabolic, you know what I mean? Like they put in the hard work. Like let's have a little look. Let's see an example. What I'm trying to show you is ones that have yeah, see, probably not that much. Ones that have more like really like earned, you know what I mean? Like ones that have earned the fucking spot. Ones that have like so it's just like it's like like the big wicks and the big volatilities and shit on the way up. Like that's the asset shaking off all the greed, shaking off all the fleas, pretty much. It's like when these things go straight up, they really gotta turn around and come back down and at least grab some liquidity here. And hopefully it does, because we're talking about this. So this is what we should have waited for at least when we did our first piss week short. Bad example, but yo, Paulie, what's happening, my guy? I just did a shit house short before. I was gonna long it and then missed it. So you know what really fucks with me actually on this stream is trying to hurry up and get a trade going so there's something to watch. I'm gonna get the camera back on now and we'll finish strong. I'll hang around for about another 20 minutes and we'll call it a holiday season. We'll definitely be here on, when's Boxing? I think Boxing Day is Thursday, so we'll be here the day after Boxing Day, and we'll give it a real go. Oh, this camera's fucked. All right, forget the camera thing. We'll just keep yarning for a little bit. We do have a trade on right now. Obviously, it's not as good because the margin got absolutely depleted by that piece of shit, but it's still 77,000 US. So if this turns around for us and gives us a bit of a nice dump here, we'll be looking for, now that alert's now turned into a profit taking alert, so we'll be looking for at least hitting this yellow line, setting this alert off, look for a swing low. We might be able to take some profit on the short if it gives us a chance. But again, Bitcoin's going to keep trying to put in lows at all these spots. I'm waiting for another short from you, Paulie. What's going on, man? Have we turned to longs now? Are you longing or are you shorting? Bitcoin's just going to try and put a low in all these spots. Just going to see if it works, see if it works, see if it works, see if it works, until it works. It's just going to keep going down. These are just buy pressure tests. Buy pressure test. Now, that one, see, small, bit bigger, bit stronger. This one could be good. This one could be a big one. There's going to be a lot of liquidity around, so anything for us to look at, my guys. Shit trades. Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on a couple of these coins to put in this this free trade competition. So if you haven't watched the video, go watch the video and jump in. It's just basically we're just gonna I'm trying to encourage just people just chucking trades out as they wish. Ugh. This short makes me sick. I'm just trying to encourage people putting trades out there for the free chat. Yep, longing IO, my new baby. I've seen that IO actually has a lot of people shorting it right now. Massive amounts of people shorting it. That's actually an interesting chart. If we come over here, to this, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's starting to look a bit drowsy, but it's still holding its shape. Still holding its shape, the old girl. Just this next 24 hours is a big 24 hours for a lot of these altcoins. See what this candle does. I mean, this candle, if this candle starts coming down here and closes like just a full red candle like that, that's going to be quite concerning. But maybe Bitcoin Liquid stops us out and drags a lot of these out from its slumber. Let's have a look a little bit closer though. So you can see these things when they do this shit, right? So these parallel trend lines are good, but they're not that good to base trades around. Like I wouldn't short just because of a trend line hit, or I wouldn't put my stop loss above the trend line, you know what I mean? Yeah, so this is getting a lot of buy orders right here, a lot of liquidity. You can see by the long wicks, a lot of buy orders, a lot of war going on. You can see how it's just streamlined, and then all of a sudden it's just turned into this big square. This is where it's going to start getting some traction, and it's got more volatile, it's getting more ugly. So these altcoins, they might have one more low in them, but it's starting to get to the point where you can. What's happened in Steezy, man? We've done a couple of terrible shorts, just for the show. It went like this. Wanted to long, was waiting for the next low, didn't get it, tried to short it, stood in front of the train, got wrecked. Now, doing exactly what you shouldn't do trading is hoping and praying that it puts in the top here. While low key, I actually want Bitcoin to bottom here. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting stop losses in a strange sort of psychological way, pathological way. Trying to get this camera going, but yeah, it's just getting flat so quick. So unfortunately, we are without visual, which is shit. Yeah, what's going on, boys? Is anyone longing anything yet? Because I was just saying, like, things are starting to look. Yeah, man, maybe not that. That looks pretty ugly, but I mean, hey, look, this could be an ugly as hell higher low, couldn't it? Really, ugly as hell. It could be just an ugly as hell higher low, and you just can't write it off until it does it. But what I was saying with most of these altcoins, most of these shite coins, is they want to try and put a bottom in here. Longed CRV. Steezy has longed CRV. Curve, man. Chuck it in the Let's get around the trade competition, boys. This beginners one, like, fucking chucks them in. Man, this has been there for, yeah, see, like, hey, just like we don't like the top time, we don't like the bottom time either, but you can see with downtrends, right? Look at this. This is an hourly downtrend. You just go, just lame ass shit like this, straight through the guts of it, and then straight through the guts of it. It's just getting more and more steep. Then they always end with basically vertical, which this could be enough, but trends typically end with vertical movements. So it's like they work up, then they ramp up speed, and then they get the hockey stick parabola, and then they double top, and then they work down, and then they put a base in, and then it becomes a low, and then it becomes a macro higher low, and that's just fucking trend 101. But yeah, as for logging these altcoins, I've got a couple of alerts on. Oh yeah, there's Dico stop loss. Yep, the herpa-derpa production line's working just a little bit quicker than expected, and maybe not that. I put some alerts. Let's see, filter, time, date created. Nope, that is the opposite way. Date created, newest. Yeah, just looking at a couple of these coins that have just remained really strong. I was just looking over here at cryptorank.io and just showing the boys a little bit of where you can see like what the top ones, the strongest ones in the last 6 months, the strongest ones in the last 3 months, the strongest ones in the last custom period 8 days, the ones that have been just like a duck in water during the dump. And you can see like the last month, the last 30 days, the last 3 months, the last 6 months, it's all pretty much the same story. It's OM, it's Ray, it's ENA. We know about XRP and HBAR and shit, but curve is there. Yeah, curve is there. So that's something to seriously take into consideration, because 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, curve's been there basically charging. In 3 months, curve's top, what's that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 or something, like top 11, it's done 158% in the last 6 months. Like this shit, these are the ones that you got to sort of be looking for, like the strength, man. We're looking for strength. Look for strength. If you want to talk about shit if you want to talk about shit to short, like let's look at some of this shit to short, like tier, fuck tier, IMX, fuck IMX, Casper, I guess, fuck Casper, take it out of the top 30, fuck it. I won't say fuck Maker. Optimism, fuck Optimism. I won't say fuck Monero. Injective, fuck Injective. HNT, stitched up my long, fuck HNT. What else can we say fuck to? Fuck Internet Computer, sorry Claire, but you need to get rid of that shit. Fuck Flow. Fuck Flow Key. Fuck Bitcoin Cash. Fuck the graph. Skip Ethereum, skip Solana. So I'm just saying, like, there's nothing more satisfying. I'll see if I can get the camera going again. There's nothing more satisfying, and you'll get it in the bear market. Honestly, you'll be like, it's almost euphoric. It's euphoric bear. It's a euphoric bear feeling when you can short things that you hate. It's easier to hate shit than it is to love shit. A lot of the time in this world, unfortunately, that's not what I'd prefer, but it is. And when you start hating a coin and it starts going down, and then you short it and you make coin from it, fuck, there's honestly nothing better. Here we go. Ooh. I need a fucking... It's because the computer barely charges it when it's plugged in, so it's either going to be fucking plugged in. If I'm making videos like during the day and then try and stream, it just goes flat. Just goes flat straight away. Yeah, so back to the trade again. We got lucky those last couple of times. Obviously, a bit of luck, bit of skill. It's typically what it's all about. We nailed the bottoms, and then we left it on. We got stop loss on that first one, but just basically, what I want to say is something that I've been struggling with doing these leverage trades on these streams, but I know I've said it over and over and over again. But I just want to this goes for you, you're trading on all time frames, is let the trade come to you, look what an ideal scenario would be, and wait. Set some alerts. Like, this is fucking impossible for me to do because I'm just like, oh well, you know, I want to get this going right at the start of the stream so we can have fun and chat about it and shit. So I got to try and take an unfavorable thing, and then when I miss it, when I miss what I was waiting for, because I was just waiting for one more low, it's even worse. I'm like, oh fuck, let's just pray that the range fucking steps in instead of jumping on because I was expecting one more low. I get stopped out here again. But what I'm saying is, let this be, hopefully you don't have to learn from your own lessons and you can learn from mine, learn from mistakes, and just be like, I've seen what happens if you don't wait for the perfect entry. And this is on all time frames with all trades. Wait until, think to yourself, like, where would the ideal long be? Where would the ideal short be? Like, if we look over here, right? Come over here to Doge. Where would I think the ideal long would be in Doge? The ideal long would be 29 cents. 29 cents. I drew this pink box ages ago. I was like, oh yeah, that's a big knot right there. Let's zoom out a little bit. I was like, that's a big knot right there. It's a massive liquidity zone spot for Doge. And I started just nibbling away more Doge, like around here, blue bar, getting a bit more Doge, just thinking, like, I know that Doge is gonna, I don't know, but I'm of a considerable amount of expectation, which is, you know, deadly, that Doge is gonna try for $1 sometime next year. Yeah, and with a bit of leverage, I think that's an easy bet. Only a small bit of leverage, like I'm talking 1 point something. But all along, I'm thinking, you know, a pullback to 29 cents would be unreal. And now I've got it. I can buy some Doge, but I already bought some up here, bought some more up here. So it's like, well, what, you know, that's shit now. That was a shit entry. So should have just been maybe waited, you know. But that's the thing, you don't want to miss it all. You don't want to miss it all, man. And that's where you sort of left, is not wanting to miss it. So FOMO, not wanting to miss the opportunity, crossed with should wait for a better price, and that's the reality of markets. You need to work that out. So the way to deal with that is position sizing. So, you know, little bit, so you don't miss it if it happens. Don't get greedy, and then if it starts moving to these places where you desired to buy it, these ideal buying scenarios and areas, then potentially that is when you should really put some size on it. It's just hard because you're living it right now. When the market's red, capitulation is full of FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. You're like, is everything changed? Is the bull market over? You can't even see this fucking trade because my head's in the way. But you know what I mean? You're like, oh, is this bull market over? What's happened? I don't understand. There's a lot less conviction when the market's doing this sort of shit. But then something like this happens, right? And then it goes like that. You're like, oh, so obvious. I was waiting for this. This is my ideal buy area, and I never even bought it there. I was waiting for fucking 2 months for it to come down to 29 cents. It went to 29 cents, but I thought, I didn't know what was going on. I was scared. And so I didn't do anything. I just watched it. And that's what most people are going to do right now. They're just going to sit here and they're going to watch. They're going to watch these prices come down to where they wished they would go, and then they're just going to let them slip. And that's just markets over and 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 over. Especially people that have been hurt before, man. Especially people that are stubbornly still in these markets, and they know what it's like to feel a top, and they know what it's like to be all in on a top. Like that shit will leave a dirty old brown stain on your brain. Like people that buy the dip to keep on dipping, like buy the dip and then it goes like, you buy the dip and it goes like that, and then it just doesn't go back up for another 4 years. Like that shit happens. That's why I was saying on that video that I made yesterday, you need to first have a serious talk to yourself and just think, what are the chances of this being the end of the bull run? What are the chances of this being the top? You know, because if you're saying 50-50, then, bruh, like, sit out for a bit. If you're saying, like what I'm sort of thinking at the moment, which is maybe 20% chance that this was the top, then play on, I reckon. Anyone else got anything else? This looks ugly as shit. Look at that. Funding rate nearly 0. Big battle at the moment. That looks like it's gonna probably... See this? What do you reckon? Anyone anything? A boost in a sec. It's always going to be a bit of a more boring stream. We're waiting for the props. You missed it earlier, Steezy. If you're still there, we're the crystal balls. Turns out it's coming from China, even though it initially said America, but now it's saying packaged and sent from China. So we're getting a Chinese scam ball. And it's expected January. It's expected when we're in Japan, basically. Marty. I was trying to remember the other things. We're gonna Wizard Cloak. Yeah, it's a Chinese scam ball. $2,000 Chinese scam ball. We'll have to see. I'll know when I put my hands on it if I got this. Bitcoin to 65k. Oh. Nobody screenshot that. Yeah, Grant, I'll have to get Grant to pick it up. Go and pick it up. I don't know if she can lift it. Well, at least we got a chance of this being distribution here for the short. We have a chance. I was trying to remember what else we got. We got the Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, Marty, man, you got to go back and watch it, bro. We got the trading account to 2,800. Where are you? Oh, behind my head. Yeah. We got the trading account to we got the trading account from 500 to 2,800 in 2 streams, and then we put it to a vote. It was getting a little bit silly towards the end of the stream. We were just making too many gains. The $ glasses came out. I couldn't see the haters anymore, and we put it to a vote. I said, should we buy this $1,400 USD crystal ball out of the trading account? And it was a unanimous yes. It was a unanimous yes, man. And how could you say no to the bulls that have just voted unanimously? That's, I would say, impossible. So that's what happened. And then while we had the wallet open, we got a wizard cloak, we got a magic 8-ball, we got a astronaut helmet, and we got something else that I'm yet to remember. But you got to spend money to make money in this market, and I think this is going to all take us into early retirement, this crystal ball, because it's got magic imbued in its quartz spherical core. Dump you, bitch. Dump you, bitch. That is bullish, isn't it? I'm about to go on grand duties here, boys. But hey, listen, I didn't expect anybody to come on tonight. So I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you, boys. Day ones, and it's fucking good. It's fucking good. If you don't mind, just chucking some. I know I'll probably put you off by putting too much into it, but just chuck some. I'll lead the way. You might be keen. You might just be waiting, like I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for something that doesn't look completely shit. But we'll just fucking throw some bones out here and muck around and just chuck some crazy shit on, like some 20x's. Let's see if we can get some clout. There's no scoreboard. There's no leaderboard for this. There's no leaderboard. There's no anything. Nobody's gonna keep. I'm not even keeping track of them. I'm not keeping track of them. We're just gonna see what comes up onto this channel, and then at the end of it, I'm just gonna put it to a vote. I'll be putting it. Maybe you might vote for me. You might not vote for me. But we're just gonna look for. Maybe I'll just see like the top 5 biggest gainers or 3 biggest gainers. Put it to a vote. See who votes for what trade. What's the best trade? So just fucking. This is more for us to just sort of muck around, stretch the legs. It's like training. It's like we're going down to the fucking oval to kick the, kick the ball. Just a bit of training. With no repercussions, no evidence, nothing. I'm not gonna look at anyone's bullshit. It's just fucking. All right, boys. This thing looks like it wants to go higher. Fingers crossed I'm wrong. But it does not look good. Oh yeah, momentum's at the lows. And it's still holding. We're going to call this a fail. I'm going to close this. I'm not happy about it at all. But hey, you win some, you lose some. We've had some fucking. It could go down right now, anyways. For the coin. But we'll I think saves me checking it and shit. We'll just shut it. We'll just cop this for an L. Unfortunately, I will come back. We will come back stronger next Friday when I can actually focus. You know what I mean? I'll get the camera charged. We just lost 50% of the money, but the other week we made fucking 500%. So hey, easy come, easy go. At least we got a crystal ball out of it. We'll turn this thing. We'll turn this thing on, but you've seen the gist of it anyways. You can learn from that mistake. It's just like, hey, look, I was waiting for a long didn't happen. I could have chased a long. I was hesitant to chase a long because I was expecting another low. So I didn't chase the long because I was expecting another low. But, at the end of the day, I was bullish. I was expecting higher prices. Now that we've sold this will go down. That's just the irony of the market. So I better cancel the stream before it fucking happens. Peace and love, boys. We'll talk to you soon. Next Friday, get involved if you can in the trade comp. Shits and gigs. Next Friday, we will go big. We'll go global. Take it easy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.